Hello everybody, welcome back. I'm Cristo. This is Terra Invicta, and we are looking in okay shape. I would call it okay shape. So at the end of the last episode, or in the last episode, we began the clearance of the asteroid belt. It's going pretty well so far. We've won some battles, took some very minor casualties, but our ships, I think, did we actually put them into repair? No, but we have built a station out in the asteroid belt. I think it's in the outer asteroid belt. Yeah, here it is. Overlook Station. Space works will be done in July, which can repair those two ships. So they're not necessarily lost. And if the aliens move to intercept them, I hope I will be able to burn hard, intercept the alien fleet trying to kill them, and clear them off. Now, what do we need to do? Well, we have... Let's summarize goals briefly. Short-term goal, I think we can now use range strike basically at will within the asteroid belt to attack alien stations and fleets and destroy them. I don't believe there is an alien fleet in the belt that can stand up to us, except... Is it this one? I think one of those is really big. If I click on it, does it zoom all the way in? No. To zoom in on this. Yeah, this is the one with the worrying configuration. The kind of 4,000, 1,600. I mean, this is not insurmountable. But I think what I am going to do is not target... I love that graphical error. I don't know why, I just really like it. So what we're going to do is basically, yeah, continue with the Sun Tzu. I never know how to pronounce his name. Is it Sun Tzu? I'm going to look this up. We're learning here. How to pronounce Sun Tzu. Wait for it.
The name of the Chinese military general
yeah.
and philosopher Sun Tzu.
Sun Tzu. Sun Tzu. Okay, cool. We will continue following Sun Tzu's advice. Hit them where they're not. We're going to attack all their other bases in the asteroid belt. Now, why do that? Firstly, there are quite a lot of fleets on those bases. Two, we can send in the Marines to destroy the ground bases, which denies them mining. We can destroy their stations in orbit. And then both of those provide us with exotics. I do think, though, that we should increase our antimatter production. Not dramatically. Not like crazy dramatically, but some. I think that would be wise. Then second thing we're doing is we've changed our ship doctrine somewhat. So we are no longer using the 2.6 exotic plasma dreads. We're using the 0.36. They're also cheaper on... I think I said in the previous episode they're more expensive on metals. That's actually wrong. Now I look again. But they're cheaper on noble metals as well. So this is the the mundane dreadnought because it lacks exotics. I think these are the workhorses that are going to defend the inner solar system. They still have a lot of delta V, actually more, and slightly more acceleration because they're lighter given the slightly smaller guns. But they're just so much cheaper in the actual bottleneck that I think that is the right path. Okay, on Earth, it looks like Valerie doesn't have an assignment. Why is that? Oh, we are known to everyone already again. That's annoying. Oh yeah, that's right. We found an alien. I forgot. We discovered that there actually is an alien that has been here all this time, which is very funny. So Valerie, if you could kill them, please. They're not going to be able to run anywhere that has allows them to be protected. That's for sure. Faith. Go ahead and protect the target. Okay, good. We should also... That's another funny graphical error. Everything highlighted until I hover over it. We should probably also try and turn a servant councilor, because maybe there are alien facilities on Earth and I just have never found them. I don't know. Maybe that would be worth looking into. There's loads of other counselors here, probably because they're trying to kill the alien, I guess. Or maybe talk to it. I also found out from Reddit that if you're at the academy, you can talk to the servants. Sorry, to aliens, and gift them things in exchange for lowered hate. I didn't know that. That's kind of cool. We might use that in a future campaign. All right, Jing. You can't investigate councilor. Camille, you can. I just want to find a servant councilor, so we'll take a turn off advising to get that done. Cool, cool, cool. Now let's do a quick priorities check, because once we've done this, we're probably not going to look at the Earth for a while. Yeah, trending too high on that. Your welfare. Yeah, I don't really need to grow your economy, though. Our money is finally positive, but we're still going to have more investment in funding. I could start to tone down economic investment, I guess, because we don't really need it. But I mean, I don't know. I don't know how soon the campaign's going to end. Like I've said before, I'm sure if you were playing really well, you could end it much faster than I am doing. But yeah, I think we should allow for the fact that it might go on for a while. Trending towards 2.4. Jesus Christ, that's not good. Government type is giving a little bit. Just from inequality. Alright, yeah, I think we need to radically increase spending there. Oh, and America actually has subversion? Oh, but it's going down to 0. Okay. Oh, yes, that's right. They had a darn old environmental breakdown. Caliphate. You are trending to 3.1, but I think there are some US armies en route. Yeah. This chappy. These two landing here. Hopefully there'll be enough to bring it below 2, which is of course the critical number. You are trending to 5.5. Fine, we can tone down the welfare spending then. Maybe even a bit more. Get the economy growing here. That'll be helpful as well. Okay, and you, yeah, I mean, I do want to spend some welfare stuff in China because China's one of our biggest economies. By China, I mean Pan-Asian Combine, of course. Oh, you're trying to turn someone. Not one of my guys, though. Okay, fine. I didn't know the aliens could attempt to turn people. It's interesting. Right, Valerie is covered. And then we should get one more investigate. Oh, bollocks. 18% chance? Someone must be defending them. Damn. They are for the protectorate. Okay, not interesting. For the servants, estimated loyalty of 1. Now that is interesting. Okay, with losing a little bit of democracy score. Got him. Nice. Estimated loyalty score of 1 in the servants. That is tasty. Tasty. Ripe for potential turning, I would say. Alright. In terms of tech, by the way, the Marines have completed the transfer and will begin repairs. Good. In terms of this, yeah, the Icarus drive is still coming. I think there might be. Does this actually give us anything useful, by the way? Seize space asset? Nah. I don't know, actually. Maybe that would be useful. But I don't know. I should look at the tech tree. I think there is a late game drive that we haven't got. Yeah, the Daedalus torch. Okay, so this is... Oh, it's not that good. Well, I don't know. Maybe it doesn't use... Maybe no, it's internal confinement fusion. Well, I guess we need to keep doing space future tech so we can get that unlocked. Are any of these other ones any good? Should I worry about the fact that we haven't unlocked them? It doesn't look like it. We have, like, Firestar Drive is the most technically demanding. I don't know why. I guess because it's fission, whereas the antimatter stuff is much more efficient. I don't know why this one says material use per tank 10 hydrogen. Now, why is it not showing the antimatter? Because this one uses antimatter. Like, it uses a lot of antimatter. I mean, come on now. So Icarus Torch, yeah, I would like to invent... We're already inventing that one, but I would like to... Or rather, we have it available to invent, I think. Hybrid containment fusion. The only thing that would be interesting about one of these other drives, really, is if they had no antimatter, or no... Yeah, either better thrust but without more antimatter usage, or less exotic requirements in their engines. Or in their reactors, that is to say. Because that's our limiting factor right now. The fact that our reactors cost 2.6 or whatever it is. Oh, sorry, cost 0.6. 0.3? I can't remember. Yeah, repair, please. Rearm and resupply. It's crazy how much their combat effectiveness changes based on their Delta V, by the way. They're at 1.6 before refueling. And very shortly they're going to be wildly higher than that. New orgs. I will check for mining orgs. Though I must confess. I mean, to be honest, I was going to say it's becoming tedious, repeatedly checking for organizations. But it's not actually tedious to do it. It's kind of just a bit tedious to narrate. Because I recognize that, like, you don't care. It's the same thing. You know what I'm doing. I'm checking for ore. I'm checking for mining stuff. Take this off. And this off. And then you need... What's your admin now? Oh, sorry, I didn't actually take the admin one off. Take the admin one off. And then if I give you more admin and management AI and admin AI, then we'll be able to do this. 10% boost. It's pretty nice. Pretty nice. I didn't leave you dangerously low on stats, did I? No, good. And you just get more espionage, or security maybe. Anyone got stuff I can remove easily? This is not that good. And then this as well. There you go, another 6%. Pretty good. Pretty good. All right, now where's the turnable chappy gone? I can't. Did it already go to ground? Why can't I turn you? Can you only turn them once you've fully investigated them? I think so, because invalid councilor cannot reach target. You can do missions in the EU, can't you? Yeah. Alright, well, you can investigate him then. We've got 2 people investigating him now. Oh, my ops are actually kind of low. I did spend a ton making sure we got the kill on that alien, or maximizing the odds we got the kill on that alien. So I probably shouldn't waste ops then. So, like using Camille to investigate when she... Sorry, Sonia to investigate when she is shite at it. Cyprian, you're my man for this then. We'll get 2 more investigates on him. That should be good. Now I'll go back to advising, and Camille likewise. Go advise. Caliphate, please. Okay, good stuff. Alright, confirm assignments. Yes, has people arrived in the Caliphate? What's the unrest trending towards now? 0.8? Really? I'm surprised that's so low. Alright, well, one of you guys can head on home then. You live in LA. I will send you home manually then. I think that's faster than airlifting. Why send them home when the unrest there is not yet done? Hey, Psych has some battle stations. Good. Because I want to maximize the investment points available to me in the United States. Because we need to lower the inequality, lest our cohesion drop. Permanent assignment there. They have 13 loyalty, and we didn't need to investigate them twice more. I guess we must have critted first time? Oh, another thing here. Another environmental degradation. Well, I do have the money this time to fund some defenses against that, so we will do that. I should keep a bunch of money on hand so I'm always able to use money to fight environmental degradation. How are we trending these days on global warming? I think we might be achieving... Yeah, hasn't moved since I last checked. Still 1.77% loss of GDP per year. There's the Icarus drive, and the Icarus torch is going to be available after this. Fine. Let's just bang through some of these less important techs. Okay, Marines are ready for duty. Don't need them to do anything yet. Taking quite a long time to... Oh, there we go. Range strike needs that. Alright, so range strike... Look at that. Refueled back up to 8.1 thousand fleet power now. Pretty nice. So where do we send them next? There are still structures around Earth. I'm not a big fan of that. Although, actually, now I think about it, I could get rid of them with Marines, because there's no enemy ships around Earth, is there? No. Yeah, okay, let's use the Marines to start clearing these stations, because all we're going to need to do is take the station and then scuttle it, which doesn't count as an atrocity, I believe. So let's do that. Head on over. Meanwhile, range strike. Where do we go next? I don't have particularly good reason to do it. Okay, no, I know where we go next. The aliens have, it looks like 3 bases right now over here. Is there a... You know, on Earth, there's like stuff that's eastward, westward, etc., etc. In space, obviously there's no up, right, in space. So relative to what would I describe something over here versus over here? Like core wood relative to the galactic core? I mean, if I'm on Earth, I can refer to it as sunward or away from the sun, which probably has a name. But spinward? Yeah, I mean, isn't in Discworld they have names for it? There's like rimwood. It's in the direct, I guess, yeah, so there's stuff in front of you and behind you on your orbit. That's one way of dividing it up. Like that. That makes sense. Anyway, whatever word we use to describe it, there are a cluster of alien bases right now over here. So I'm going to look for one over here and then target that. Because I think that will reduce the odds that they rally to defend it. It looks like there aren't any in this area. I know there's that guy. He's going to Jupiter. Okay, so it looks like this place is the target. If I double click, how far does it zoom in? All the way. Nice. This is honestly the better it's this interface. When you click on a body and you have the fleets here, this is bad UX in my experience. This could be a bit better. Because clicking on this, and then I want to go back to the body, I have to click on it again in space. It should show the fleet strength, for sure. Anyway, there's 2 fleets here. One 1,000, one 1.2,000. Interesting. So in terms of these 2 fleets, what I think we should do is actually launch towards the fleet, not towards the station. That way, if the fleet tries to leave, I will have the opportunity, but not the necessity, of changing my course to continue to intercept them. So let's intercept the larger fleet, which is this one, Victor 50. So transfer to Victor 50, please. And we are going to use 383 Delta V. We'll be there in 5 weeks. Launch. And yeah, so if they change their plan, we can cancel this attack. But if another fleet goes to reinforce them, we can't. So it's tricky. It's dangerous. Oh, do I have anything? What are you? Are you the old Marines with low Delta V? Yeah, I should scuttle them. Yes, these are the old ones. I'm going to scuttle these. We get a tiny bit of resources back, and it just simplifies my list. And then Colonial 1 and Colonial 2, I haven't accidentally put like the wrong stuff in these, have I? No, don't think so. Colonial 1. Okay, so that new base that we're building, Overlook, this is in the outer asteroid belt. How much defenses did I put? How many defenses did I put? 1 battle stations? Maybe I should beef this up a bit more. It would be good to have a stable repair platform out here. But I should be using the resources for something else. I think what we want right now is around Earth some more atoms, some more super colliders. And also I should turn this on because we're over on this right now. So let's turn that on. I forgot that these produce mission control as well. Just need somewhere with space. Here we go. Yeah, how much do super colliders cost again? It's crazy, right? Yeah, 750 power. And they take 32 of each. God, it takes 270 days to build as well. So that will put us slightly over on power consumption and quite a bit over on usage of food. So we're going to need a couple more fusion reactor farms. And I'm not using the heavy fusion reactor farms because they are too darn expensive. There we go. That's one more. We can't really afford another one. I will give it some time. Combat imminent. Ah, right. I forgot. We have to actually disable these stations first before I can land the Marines. It's not like ground places you can land the Marines without disabling. These ones you can't. So Earth Defense Force. If you guys could, yeah, first off, resupply for a fair amount of water, actually. And if you could go around with the Marines, helping them out, that would be good. Yeah, make sure we don't use up too much of their Delta V. But yeah, Earth Defense Force roaming around clearing Earth makes a lot of sense. And we will just auto-resolve our way through. But then not destroy them, because I don't want to accidentally cause a bunch more atrocities. And then while they're doing that, behind them, the Marines will move to the stations and then not need to engage and instead assault the hub. Good. It's going to be a little bit micro-world this, but I like the idea of clearing low Earth orbit. Now, is this using a stupid number of missiles? Should have thought of that first. How many of your missiles have you used? For example, you. No, very small number of missiles being used. Reasonable number. Good. The auto-resolve isn't getting one over on me on that front. Excellent. Yep, you already disabled this one, right? But they're not back to active duty yet. Just going to send them through all of these, basically. Construction module, good. Bum, 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 bum. And we can very easily auto-resolve our way through. In the current update, because remember, we've rolled back at this stage. We're on 0.3, 0.4 is now out and properly live. I would be gaining XP on these ships for doing this, I think. Because there's a whole new, like, officer system. Don't know if the officers can die of old age. I don't know how much you have to micro them. I hope not much. That would be, frustrating if it was a lot, but just sending these guys home to refuel, which will use a reasonable amount of materials because they have horrible, horrible engines. But yeah, it's okay. All right, so we found out about this chappie. Where is he? Where'd he go? Over here. Hello, my boy. 13 loyalty. Say hello to being on my team now. Meanwhile, Cyprian. Could contact people. Don't think there's any need. Just go back to advising. Yeah, sure. You can do EU. Valerie. You can advise. What is the South American Union situation relative to North America? Yeah, less people, less cash. Generally, all round, not as good. But you're trending to what? 8.3? We don't need to spend this much on welfare. Let's just get try and get the economy fixed. Okay. Icarus Torch is available. Cool. EDF is resupplying. How much stuff did that just use? I feel like it was a lot. I need to check next time. Yeah, just keep doing the commercial research. Permanent assignment, obviously, on the advisors, so they just keep at it. Jolly good. The Pharos. Is it Pharos or Pharos? Not sure. This is not terrible drive. If it's, it's containment fusion. That might be good, actually. Hybrid containment fusion. Is that? We failed. Wow. 86. Unlucky. Do that again. All right, EDF. Good work, chappies. Head out to synchronous Earth orbit. Didn't know there were synchronous orbits in this game. That's cool. Let's head out here. Keep these guys disabled. All right, we captured it. We decommission it. Takes two boosts to do, but that's okay. It's the humane approach. You guys can go to the next one and assault it. I suppose I should probably split them in half, and then do it that way. But it seems like too much work. Got to remember which is like the next one we haven't gone to. It doesn't show if they're active or not. All right. Done the synchronous Earth orbit one. Time to go to medium Earth orbit. Take out this thing. It's a shame that we don't get materials for this, but we were getting very, very little anyway. Okay, they are down to half their boost. But I think that's all of them now. We did this one right? Yeah, I'm pretty sure. So the next stop would be Luna. I do have a station around Luna, don't I? No, I actually don't. That's funny. I could always land and refuel on Luna, but let's have them come and refuel before I send them off to Luna. Maybe there is an easy way to see if a station has civilian things on it. Like where... I mean, so there's quarters. Here it is. Destroying this module is an atrocity. So this one would definitely be an atrocity. But I don't see myself going onto each station and checking that. That just seems... Oh, I meant to check how much it costs to refuel. Yeah, quite a bit, because our nobles are actually dropping. But then again, all of this is happening really fast. I'm used to travel in space being a more laborious process. Oh, sorry, there are no stations around Luna except this one. Fine, go there for 18 Delta V. And I will, this one, you know what? I'll check this one. Got any, yeah, they're a tourist berth, so destroying this one would be an atrocity as well. Fine. Hello there. Engage, auto. Got 'em. Now, come on home. But don't refuel, because I'm curious to see how much it costs. And use as much Delta V as you can, but don't resupply on arrival. And these guys, I could decommission them, but we're only getting, we're not getting much back. 0.28 exotics. We used, 4 times that. So let's resupply. What does it cost? Yeah, 180 rare metals. I need these guys. I need these guys to not move in future. We should keep them on Earth. I should have just been using like one modern plasma dread, because just moving those guys around is a little murderous on the budget. But oh well. Not a big deal. Just, whatever. 20 days, maybe 15 days of noble metals wasted. Trust me, I'm not happy about it, but it's not the end of the world. Meanwhile, any alien movements? I don't think so. Not much time has actually passed since I started doing this. You're the one going to Jupiter, yes? Sorry, Saturn, not Jupiter. What do the defenses at Jupiter look like, by the way? Not big. Wow, minuscule? Oh no, okay. 800 and 400. Maybe I should be rushing to Jupiter right now. But it feels so risky to go to Jupiter, leaving people behind me. Aliens behind me, that is to say. Because we can't defend things on... Oh, sorry, chat. Stream. I apologize. I just coughed really loud into the mic. I paused the recording, but I didn't mute the mic. That's my bad. That's rude. And then I apologized on to YouTube as well, by mistake. Never mind. I don't think we can take Jupiter until we've cleared the asteroid belt. Because if we go to Jupiter and build something and then come back to Earth, they will be able to go, probably, from the asteroid belt to Jupiter, but faster than we can go from Earth to Jupiter. So we need to clear in stages, I'd say. Completed resupply. Good. Here goes range strike. Meow. They haven't moved at all to try and avoid our incoming attack force. Decommission that. Brings you down to 92 strength. Still enough to take one more, I'd say. Especially one with negative 45 strength. There's space science and earth science. Do, I mean, you know, the other ones, I guess. You can do space science again, so please do so. What did I just see unlocked as well? I forget. Ah, we caught this one? Is that what it was? I already start decommissioning? I did. Oh, nuts. What was it? Nah, can't remember. Never mind. Sure it wasn't that important. Marines have arrived. Good. Take them out, please, boys. Assault that hab. Jolly good. New turn. Oh, that was what it was. It was new orgs. You could do with leveling up as well. What do you got for me? No mining, no interest. You can have some espionage. Sonia is trying again on that turn mission. Good. Do. All the advisors kick in. Got him. Got him. Tear it down. 6 boost on that one. Ouch. Not that we're short on boost. Go here. What do you got? Negative 60 marine strength. Aborted. They got away. Never mind. Not a big deal. Sonia can switch to just advising after this. I would like to turn a servant just to check if there are any bases on Earth, but I think with us controlling all of the places, we would have spotted them by now. That's true. I am assuming... I say that's true to myself, but I am assuming that we... the same metric by which you detect councilors is how you detect bases. That is to say, you can detect them just passively. Maybe that's wrong. It could well be wrong. Alright, here we go. Range strike looks like they're going to be arriving unmolested. That's what we like. Typhoon, we'll see if we can. Yeah, money's gone negative again. Not sure what's lowering my money. I guess I did start some new buildings. What's this? A new alien fleet at Golden Leviathan. Okay. Dragon Tech IT Services. I'm okay. Sonia, if you could go advise South America. Thank you. Press on, everybody. Ooh. Some quite serious public opinion issues. Did I commit more atrocities without noticing? Is decommissioning a site an atrocity? I think we did. Didn't we have 102? Yeah, the fact that it's so consistently reduced opinion on all of my nations makes me feel like we accidentally committed an atrocity there. How did we do that? Maybe it was collateral damage from an auto-resolve? That seems plausible. Or from the Marines taking it. Yeah, so Marines can still cause atrocities when they take places. I think, is what I've just learned. Okay. Good to know. Some of you... Who has a lot of space or a lot of power? You have a reasonable amount of space. I need another super collider, please. And then I will build these to pay for it, which isn't enough. So I'll build this here. And then I'm pretty certain I will want another ag complex. Good. I think that'll do for now. So that should double our antimatter production. And we're feeling pretty confident already. So. Do I want to decommission this? Could use it. Nah. I think that's fine. Marines, I believe that concludes the clearing of Earth orbit. Yes, excellent. Go ahead and repair and resupply at the ISS then. And then we'll send you to Luna. Even if I only want to keep like level 1 bases on Luna, I think that's what I'll do. New battle stations going up on our outer... sorry, not our outer, but our belt mining operations. Here we are arriving. Jolly good. It's pretty close to Jupiter, actually. I mean, we're already basically there. And you need the template applying. I can afford it. Yes, good. And this I can't afford. No, I can. It doesn't cost very much noble metals. Nice. 25 noble metals before we even build this thing here. Pretty nice. Although, did I already update this to a space dock? Space dock is not the good one, is it? I don't think. What I want there is a... Not a shipyard, a space works. That's it. Which puts me a tiny bit under power. But only a tiny bit. Let's not be wasteful. Just a fusion reactor array, perhaps. Cool. Now save this hab template as the new one. And delete the old one. Why do that? Because we can repair at these places as well as refuel nice and quickly now. You could repair at them before, but slower. Alright, here they are. 2,500 power. 2 fleets are fighting me simultaneously. We engage. They are trying to run, but our cruise and combat acceleration are dramatically faster. So we can force a battle. Let's do this thing. They have, yeah, they seem beatable. They seem eminently beatable. We will stick with our Great Wall disperse plan, but let's come in at a nice low pace. I still don't feel like I really understand how to effectively control my fleets. At least to move them around, but I know step 1, and that's setting 2 command groups. And then going to the dreadnoughts only and saying attack posture. And then let it ride. How close are they? Oh, they're almost within range already. It looks like they're going to move away from us and then peel sideways to try and hit us in the sides. That's actually a pretty cool looking maneuver. Alright, so dreadnoughts and only dreadnoughts. Give me a little bit of full speed ahead. We're going to deny them the opportunity, or attempt to deny them the opportunity to get around the sides by closing to firing range before they can. And now we go force velocity vectors. Okay, we're already in range. I haven't set primary targets because these enemy ships are not going to be able to survive many hits. They do have some of them firing plasma back at me, which is a little worrying, but we're taking it on the chin so far. Oh, no, we're not. This guy is badly damaged. Bollocks. Radiator is down. We're still pointing them pretty effectively. Well, they have reinforcements too. Maybe I went slightly too fast in on them. Did they just get lucky, or why did they take so much damage? Their numbers are dwindling fast. I'm just leaving them free firing. Yeah, one of his plasma cannons is down. He's lost quite a bit of his Delta V, but not all of it. He's also losing battery. He's not overheating, though. And their missiles are being shot down without too much trouble. Is this guy in range? Axiom Concord? He is in range. I would like it if they targeted him. I don't know if there's a way to tell them to, like, spread their fire, but it's fine, it's working. He is pointing at my side now. I'm a little worried about that, but there we go. First volley at him. And he's gone. Was that what hit me? Was it your... Is that a... I think that's a phaser. But yeah, he's in range now. I'll check the Iron Flower class. I wonder what weapon that is that they're firing at 800 meter range, but not doing anything really. Yeah, there we go. Goodbye. No, not goodbye. Wow, he has a lot of armor, but there we go. We've ablated it away. Is that... Can you use that term like that? Ablated? Like whittled away? I don't know. The only context I hear it in is heat shields. Looks like we've taken out his weapons. Now we've taken him out. Alright, good fight. One ship got damaged. Yeah, I'm curious as to by what. Maybe I should have gone a bit slower to investigate that. But, nah. No matter. It does take the game a little while to end the battles. I guess it's to allow, like, in-flight projectiles to still take their effect before it stops simulating them. Lots of them marking as damage, but I think most of them are just armor. Ooh! 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 19.8 exotics. I love to see that. Yeah, so which one was it? Lone Island Zephyr. Iron Jewel, I think that's what it was. Orange laser cannon. I think that's what it was. Interesting. It did look kind of orange. Alright, good win, boys. Let's keep it going. Is it Iron Flower? Thank you. Let me... What are you? Opal Fortress class? What do you got here? Show me an Iron Flower, please. Oh, I know. I can just do it from here. Hey, aliens. This is gonna worry me, I suspect. No, okay. The numbers have actually gone down since we started our expeditions in the belt. Only slightly, and they do have this 11,000 kind of worrying mothership one. This Delta V is really low, though. It'll take a long time to get in here. Maybe that's their defensive one. They're planning to keep it out there. I don't know. Right, so Outer Asteroid Belt. Show me... What was it? Iron Flower. Here we go. Yeah, it was that one. Okay, the orange laser and the iridescent star torpedo bay. So only one ship actually took damage there, I think. Go back to us. All locations. Range strike. Just you. Yeah, these guys damaged, but just because they're... Oh, maybe it's just because they actually fired shots. But I think they took some hits to their armor. Yeah, 99.98% integrity on the nose. Now, that guy that got damaged, his radiator was damaged. I don't know if that's going to mean he is incapable of moving. But let's see. If we split the fleet so that he is alone, he appears to still be able to maneuver. It's going to take him 8 weeks to get home because he lost some Delta V as well, but that's fine. I'll send him home alone. And maybe if the aliens move to intercept him, I can then intercept them. So, but yeah, he can start going home. Meanwhile, main range strike squad. I'm going to transfer to the alien base, alien star station that is right next to them, and take it out. Hello, Furious Star Station. It says you have more fleet power than me. I think it's wrong. Now, we got to be careful. This battle might take 1,000,000 years, because I do not want to approach this damn station. I really don't. We're not going to start crazy slowly. Let's start at like 300 meters per second relative velocity. They've got a layered defense array and a bunch of battle stations. Everyone goes on fortified posture. The idea is our plasma puts out much more damage than their plasma as long as we approach nice and slow. The Ambassador, that's a good name. We're in a good spot. That's the idea. Now you guys are on attack posture. Have I made the move too fast? I think that's a reasonable speed of approach. Yeah, and now I'm going to pause the recording while we approach because it's dull. I'm not gonna lie to you, it's dull. In fact, no, let me just explain myself first. Why are we doing it like this? Because I really don't want to be in a position where we have to turn around and burn away from the structure, because that presents our weak back armor. You know what we could do in future? We could stick armor on the back of these things as well as at the front, I guess. But, I don't know. I think they turn so slowly. 2.9 degrees per second squared. It's not fast enough. It's not fast enough. Oh, okay. So they're in range of us. But we are absorbing the damage for now. But yeah, their plasma cannons, which I assume this is, are weaker than mine. We're taking 20 or 19. So you're taking it on the nose for now. We may lose a ship. He's down to 93. If they all focus fire him, he's going to be in trouble. But if we lose one ship per alien station, I guess this is a reason to approach a little faster. They are splitting their shots a little. That's good. I'm not intending to fire my missiles at them. They're just too slow. Down to 80%. Ooh, and he's taking hits through it? What? I guess at this weakness, at this integrity, the armor is beginning to leak through. Yeah, it makes it more likely that attacks will not be absorbed. Still, we are almost in range, and we can start returning fire. And we will focus fire the closest one. Let's slow it down. Yeah, it looks like this guy is not long for this world. His armor integrity is dropping. Hang on. Ooh, one of you got hit as well? Focus fire, but the weapon will not fire until a target is set. But you're in attack posture. Ah, I misclicked. Alright, this on you. Okay. There we go. Alright, open up. So ideally, I would stop at this range. Are we not doing enough damage? Well, that could be bad. Maybe I do fire the missiles. Yeah, let's fire some missiles. And we'll start with well, we're not in range for the missiles yet, but I'm concerned that these are not making any damage through the battle stations armor, because I think that literally means they're doing nothing, because you can't chip damage the armor on battle stations, I believe. So that is a problem. I guess we just have to get lucky on one of these rolls, and then as soon as we got through a bit, it gets easier to kill them. Damn it. There goes my first battleship. Our secondary weapons are in range to fire as well, aren't they? Yeah? Damn it. Come on. Why is this different to last time? Have they upgraded their armor? I don't know why we're not getting this. Alright, you guys, switch target to the layered defense array. Maybe at least we could kill that. You guys are in range of this battle stations? Okay. Hit that battle station with some missiles. Oh, come on. Our plasmas don't do more damage the closer they are, I don't think. So, I mean, this is really bad. This could just wipe this fleet. You guys, primary target. This is the one that we were shooting already. So let's go bottom up with missiles. Okay, we are able to destroy the layered defense array at least. That'll slightly reduce their ability to intercept my missiles. I'll fire your other ones at the top, guys. We shot this one, and this one. Okay, there goes the layered defense array. You guys, go back to your original target. And now just fire off a couple of missiles at everyone. More and more of my missile launchers are going offline, though. How did we kill the last station? I don't understand. It's not like their PD is better. You can't shoot down missiles. I mean, you can't shoot down plasma. That's all our missiles, by the way. Just go on defensive mode. So their PD is starting. I think we're making progress. I think the missiles are still getting closer to them. And of course, as they start to die, we will... Their PD... Yeah, we're definitely getting way close to them. As we get closer and closer, as we start to kill them, our PD will be more and more effective. Oh, it wasn't enough to kill them, though. Got one of them. Some of the missiles might be able to retarget. Okay, got two of them. I'm glad I spread the fire. That weakens the amount of fire they've got coming to us. Oh, god damn it. That's two of our ships that just went down, I think. Or maybe it was a dreadnought. We are now doing damage to this one. I think. Okay, it looks like missiles are the way that we need to take out these stations. I don't understand why we weren't doing any damage with the dreads. That's troubling. That is, yeah, that's concerning. We got there, though. What did we lose? One battleship, one dreadnought. Yeah, I mean, you got two? Come on, man. Two? That's not so good. 2 exotics. Ouch. That damages my confidence some. Troubling. Troubling. Marines, you're ready, right? Are you reinforced? No, you're currently resupplying. Excuse me. I didn't mean to zoom in on Earth. A scandal in India. I don't care, to be honest. Oh, I misclicked. Oh, well. What did I just do? Oh, no, that's the damage guy. I thought I sent my whole fleet back. Freaked me out. Alright, range strike is here. Feel free to destroy that hab for me. 0.2 from the wreckage. Not enough. Not enough. And yeah, 0 delta V. How about if I share propellant? I'm hopeful that with shared propellant, we still do have some. Good, okay. Yeah, you guys come on home and repair and rearm. 54 weeks? Okay. We need to split off the slow guys. Or, again, we leave them out here. Another bring them home fleet. So we need, for sieges, it really seems like missiles are going to be the way. So for sieging enemy stations, we need maybe some missile dreads? We'll try and design some missile dreads, maybe. I haven't been designing any missile ships lately because I just think we don't need them, but I guess for sieges, missiles are still pretty darn viable. Marines, you refueled yet? No. Okay, range strike. Who's slow? Just you? Just one battleship. Okay. Split the fleet. I'm assuming this this body is worth mining. Not really. I was assuming it was just because, you know, they were, but it doesn't really seem worth mining. And you that I've just split off. Have you got a repair bay? Yeah, but of course it's broken. Maybe I should start putting a bunch of repair bays on these things, because it seems like every time I use a repair bay, it breaks. Which is not really any good now, is it? Okay. So you can't... I could send you home, but it would take you a stupidly long time. Well, I mean, 54 weeks is not insane, actually. Plus, what if I sent you to... whatever it's called. Overlook. Is it here? Where is Overlook? Is it at Psych? No. Is it at... Hertha? No. Is it at... There must be a better way to do this. I guess just remembering where it is would work. Or just checking where Bring Them Home are. You are at 69 Hespedia. Or something like that. You go to 69 Hespedia, which is not in the outer. 69... Nope, not in the middle. It must be in the inner. No? What? Where the heck is this thing? It's not near Mars. I guess I could send you to Mars. That's also closer, but... Where the heck? There it is. Okay. Go to Overlook. Oh, that takes even longer. Okay. Just inconvenient timing, I guess. Alright, go to Mars. Go to low Mars orbit and repair there. We have a decent shipyard there. Take you 46 weeks to get there. But honestly, I don't want to have to build another outpost out here. So, yeah. Go for it. Meanwhile, range strike. Those of you that still have some speed to you. Which includes this quite badly damaged one, but we got lucky. Didn't get damaged around the engine. Come home. To the ISS orbit in 5 weeks. Okay. And then the Marines, once they're refueled, will go out. Take out that ground base. And that's one down. Alright, so... rethinking the doctrine a little. We don't need nukes for this sieging thing. Why am I using battleships? Why are my battleships costing so much exotics as well? Excuse me. Let's take a look at these. What's up with your exotics usage? Is it these? Oh yeah, I really shouldn't have been using it on ultraviolet arc laser cannons. that was wasteful. That was wasteful. Now, it's still going to be that drive. Would I rather have it be a different class? The turn speed on these guys is not high. But if we did like a monitor, what I'm thinking is I want to have a lot of front armor on these weapons, these ships. And it wants to have, yeah, resistance to chipping. That's really expensive though. So I think it has to be adamantine. But we don't need, we could build a lot of these ships, these siege missile boats, basically. We need more slots for utilities though, really. Because this would just be, what, 2 magazines. It would need this. Of course, this drive. Oh, I should check the new drive though. The Icarus drive, yeah, no, it's no good. And the Pharos drive is also no good. So it doesn't use, well, we need to give it a decent propellant. It doesn't need to be as fast as some of our other ships. If this is a siege ship, it doesn't need to, doesn't necessarily need to get places as fast. Battery-wise, again, I don't think it needs anything. Just give it a tiny one. And don't use the exotics on it, even a little. And then, yeah, lithium spray seems good. And then for hull weapons, it's just whatever my fastest missiles are. And it should be a torpedo. So I guess it's, yeah, Athena torpedoes. No PD is a bit risky, I suppose. So maybe 3 Athena torpedoes. No, I'll just build a separate PD boat that I send with them. But then what would that use? No, we should have point-based. That way it can be independent. That's plenty good. This ship is, it's not cheap. Especially because I haven't actually put the armor on the front yet. What do we have on the existing dreads? It's 40, right? 60, right? So what if we took it up to, you know, silly numbers? What if we give it 100? It's kind of expensive. This is comparable Delta V. And then maybe put 1 side armor on it, just so that it has something. 1 side armor is kind of the same as 0 side armor, I feel like. So maybe that's not worth putting on it. And it feels like they're being broken from the front. They're not being broken from the side. That's my impression of it anyway. Maybe I should be using, I don't know, rail guns, coil guns. I mean, 57 damage is more. And if the problem is literally just damage, like we have to actually get through the enemy. Yeah. Maybe these are the right way. Oh, the other thing to think about with these weapons, isn't there a percentage damage to armor? Yeah. Is higher damage to armor better or lower? I assume the damage not done to armor goes through. So actually we might want these Ares torpedoes. Such that it goes through the armor. And then I assume these have like... So nuclear torpedo has all damage to armor. And then this has lower. Okay, so maybe lower is... Yeah, I think lower damage to armor is better. It's just that this has insane damage, so it's kind of irrelevant. Yeah, these things have 3-second cooldowns. It's probably good. And can I do this without... Well, yeah, first off, can I do it without the booster? Because that would let me put the 3rd magazine on. Oh, yeah, that's okay. The Delta V is still fine. Oh, hang on, this is with 1 engine. Yeah, maybe we do something like this. Just 2 engines way lower exotics usage. Yeah, so just a cheap siege ship. Still with 1.1. So this seems good, but we're testing, right? So this is siege monitor. With 100 armor at the front, missiles, and you just build, you know, 20 of them for nothing. Like it costs, I mean, not nothing, it costs a bunch of nobles, but not much stuff. And then you send in range strike. Range strike kills the enemy fleets. And then these boys roll in and just obliterate the enemy station. Now the problem is, what if... I think you can always attack the fleet. I guess if I attacked the fleet, and the fleet stood and fought, they would fight on the field with the station. That would be the problem. So I have to send these along with the main fleet. Yeah, that's tricky. But I could send these in place of the battleships that I currently have. Or at least, you know, when needing to replace them. And I can build them in 64 days. I kind of love that. Now, what else? What are we looking for in a ship to do this? We're basically looking for a ratio between hull slots. We want hull slots and utility module versus build time and, you know, starting weight. But what about like a Titan nose weapon? Heavy plasma Mark 3s. Take exotics. Spinal particle cannon. 7.9 damage. Not going to be useful. Spile coiler. 214 damage. Okay. But I guess this can be intercepted by PD. Yeah, the problem is anything that can be intercepted by PD, they have good PD. So I don't know if that's going to be useful. And then the armor effectiveness, 112%, 20 damage at 500 kilometers. That's never going to be used. Don't think there's any reason why I'd want these. I'd just go for the phaser. This heavy coil. I probably shouldn't have obsoleted that, actually. Let me unobsolete that. Heavy coil. Where'd it go? Here? Yeah, heavy coil 2. We might want to use that because it doesn't use exotics. Let me look up. Terra Invicta. What does PD intercept? It's not coming up. Terra Invicta weapon types. Let me have a look here. Weapons. Okay, so there are guns, chemical slug throwers, similar to naval weaponry. No good. Magnetic weaponry. They're more difficult to dodge. They are capable of bombardment. May have difficulty hitting things at range. Rail guns may have difficulty hitting things at range. Coil guns have a significantly higher muzzle velocity and are more difficult to dodge. Okay. And yeah, we can get up to Spinal Coiler Mark 3. It says here it does 4,300 damage. What? That's not what it said. I must be confused somehow. Spinal Coiler Mark 2. Oh, in megajoules, but we're interested in the number 131. Yeah, I mean that is a lot of damage. Let me. Sorry, I know it cuts the music when I tab out, but I'm pretty sure yes, can be shot down by point defense. So then missiles. Missiles will fire offensively only if a target is set. So do various amounts of damage to armor. Fragmentation, penetrator, explosive, nuclear, and shaped nuclear. It does seem like shaped nuclear is actually better. Like the more higher percentage damage to armor appears to be better. Just based on the idea that fragmentation is the lowest. I think it's just when they hit armor, they do 50% less damage and then do that to the armor. Whereas the higher ones do all of their damage to the armor. Yeah, I think we probably should switch up to the penetrator ones. Or sorry, the explosive ones rather than the penetrator ones for the extra damage to armor. Okay, but we understand those. So then there's lasers. Obviously, you can't intercept lasers, but they simply don't seem to do enough damage. Let me see. Base shot power in megajoules. Yeah, so the most damage you can possibly do is 350, and that's 350, remember, of the high number. Like, I can't really hover over it, but where it says damage, there's two numbers. 350 on the first one, so that's only like 20 damage. Not enough, really. So then there's particle weapons. Oh, it's also worth noting this wiki's probably out of date, but again, the shot power is just not high enough. And then there's plasma. Damage is not as high as some of the larger and more advanced magnetic weapons. The high muzzle velocity makes them much more likely to hit. Yeah. But the fact that we weren't getting through is a real problem. So what if instead... The fact they can be shot down by point defense, I feel like... Yeah, I can't... Because the problem is, if we land on the field and they have point defense, right? And we have all these magnetic weapons, what do we do? If they have point defense that overcomes our magnetic weapons volleys, what do? We just lose the fight. That's an unacceptable loss condition for me. I don't think that's... That just makes them non-viable. Like in fleet battles, sure, you can concentrate your fire or whatever. When they have these overlapping 6-7 base battle stations, I don't see how that's viable. Yeah, so I think the missile siege... I mean, maybe we'll build one of these and test it out, like see how effective it is, but no, we'd have to build a bunch to be able to ever overcome their PD. Overcoming their PD with missiles, like a huge volley of siege missiles, I think is still where it is at. Have I obsoleted an old nose plasma that would be better here? Yeah, because what were we hitting them with just then? These are just the tier ones, right? Yeah. What we were hitting them with was these doing 15 damage and these doing 9. And they were resisting. I think I can actually just know how much armor they have. But can we outrange the station? No, I don't think so. It's a good question. But I don't think so, because I think the best aliens' plasma weapons are just longer range than us. We can stay out of range of some of their stuff. I mean, we did stay out of range of a lot of their stuff, but our highest range stuff is basically 1,000 kilometers. There's some, I think, that go a tiny bit higher. I might have already obsoleted them. I think there's some that go to 1,200, but I don't think it's really viable. So, but let me check. These plasma dreads that I've been building. The station had an armor icon saying 12. Yeah, so the icons... Let me... what's the easiest way to show this? I'm not sure I can. There's 3 icons that can show up. Number 1 is damage received. Number 2 is damage absorbed by armor. And number 3 is damage done beyond the armor. What we were doing was doing 12 damage and having 12 damage absorbed by armor. Now, if you hit a ship, which has 15 armor on the front, and you do 12 damage, and 12 is absorbed by armor, you destroy some of the armor. I don't know what the calculation is on that. Maybe it's based on the % destroyed by armor thing. Then you keep doing that, and they have no armor. Problem is, if they are a station module, that's called chipping the armor. You cannot chip station armor. At least you can't in 0.3. Maybe it changed in 0.4, I don't know. So we can't... Yeah, I was calling it a blade, but we can't whittle our way through. Which is problematic. To say the least, it is problematic. We were hitting them with these siege monitors. No, sorry, they're not siege monitors. We were hitting with these. That's only 30 front armor, actually. With some more investment, we could dramatically increase, and let's just check here. The plasma, they were using plasma 3s on the nose, which we won't be using in the future, but these do 23 damage, and that was still being absorbed. But these have a range of 800. Okay, so basically we need to... Oh, whoops. If we want to use these ships to siege these plasma dreads with the plasma 3s, we need to close to 800 because 23 I think will get through them. But let me look it up. I knew this in the past. Terra Invicta alien battle stations armor. Plasma is good at killing light and armored ships. Yeah. These things go through dreadnoughts like paper. Okay, we didn't didn't have that, but 6 battle stations, max range. The alien battle stations intercepted every single coil gun slug. Okay, I'm glad we didn't try that. Yeah, point defense is unbelievable. The plasma is best, but you have to approach really slowly. They were using battle cruiser with a plasma cannon. I didn't even realize you can get a plasma cannon on a battle cruiser. Interesting. Lots of Titans. 20 to 30 Titans with 150 front armor? Jesus Christ. Interesting. I'm just reading through some more Reddit advice on this. A critical mass of coils to overwhelm their PD. If you increase your approach velocity slightly, your coils rounds gain that velocity, making them harder to shoot down. Oh, we can freaking, what's it called? Doppler effect their ass. That would be fun. Yeah, Lancers. Yeah. Interesting. Okay. Because the problem with these is that these aren't going to get through, I don't think. So it's just the Plasma Mark IIIs that we're hitting them, basically. From these. Which means you have to close to 800. Which means this is just a waste of ship to have these on them. Obviously, they're still good against the enemy ships, but against the station. So what about... Lancers are the ones that have the 3 front spots. What's the smallest way I could kind of cram on coils? Because 88 damage is pretty good. That's the Mark III though. That costs exotics. How much is this? 750 range. Don't love that. Like, how cheap could I make this ship? Not with the pion torch. Pion torch? Pion torch? I wish you could set defaults for some of these. Do you need a battery? Do you need magazines, rather? How many shots have you got in your magazine? 360? That sounds like enough. I'm worried, though, that if we don't put enough on, they're just all going to get shot down. I guess two point defenses. Pepe really doesn't seem to be able to... Like, they just don't seem that good. But I'll keep putting them on. And then some component armor, I think, is good. Maybe ECM, but... Yeah, we haven't had any problem with any enemy missiles. So what if we did this? With, you know... Oh, can I not type in here? No matter. Auto-clicker to the rescue. What if we did this with, you know, a lot of front armor? So it just comes in slow. Yeah, that's pretty cheap. Like, I could build a lot of these. Maybe I should put some front and back armor on. We have been being hit in the back. I don't know how exactly. I guess when we get too close and their lasers hit them. Yeah, again, the cruise acceleration is a lot slower on these things, but they're cheap. So this is a siege destroyer. That's their idea. You'd need a lot of them. And then what? Yeah, what about... How expensive is a Lancer relative to a Dreadnought? Dreadnought is a bit more. And the Lancer is the same length to build. Because I feel like a Lancer might be a good way of bringing Plasma 2s to bear for 23 damage. Ah, sorry, that's what I forgot one of the things I tabbed out for. I want to know how much armor they have so I know how much damage I need to be able to do. Terra Invicta battle stations armor. How much armor do you use on ships? Are layered defenses and battle stations bugged, or do they not take armor damage? This seems promising. Or do they suck sometimes? Damn. Because we had that battle earlier where we established this. Ah, that's right. I asked about it on the Discord. I will go and check. I asked it. So from... Oh, don't search your own Discord, Christo. Search Bonus Interactive. From Christo. From Christo contains armor. Unchippable. What determines armor tier? Hab equals module. Okay. So battle station is tier 3. They have 5 times tier armor. But unlike the ship, the armor is unchippable. Yeah, it sucks that it's unchippable. It was fun for us in that one battle, but it is dumb. So they have 15 armor. Does that track with our experience? That these do no damage? Almost. 15.3. And I assume the damage amount can vary a little. And these do 9. So that tracks. 15 is, therefore, destructible by 2s with 23 damage. And they're both 23 damage, actually. It's just that they fire slightly slower. So what about... Oh, sorry, yeah. And also we can get heavy pluses for 30 damage. This does seem like a good siege weapon. 30 damage, uninterceptable. Obviously only 1 per ship, which is not ideal. But this seems like a good idea. And then we go hard on armor because we really don't want these things to die. Do we want? I mean, yeah, I think this battery is fine. I actually think this battery is better than a lot of the others that we have available. Maybe I should make that the default. Yeah, decent combat acceleration, but not too much to keep the exotic cost really low. And then just a lot of propellant tanks is fine. And that... Yeah, I think we have lots of slots. Can I put multiple component armors on? No. More than 1 repair bay, maybe? Just to maximize the odds that we have 1 on the ship left at the end of the fight. And then... We don't need heat sinks. 5% bonus to space research. No, it's okay. I mean, maybe a couple of seat... No, I'm having a fine time just sending my Marines out after them. I don't think we need anything else. So I guess just more repair bays, that they are 500 tons each. Yeah, maybe we just do that. And then in terms of hull weapons, we're just doing point defense. Maybe, I mean, do we have a long range? Something else we could put in here? Maybe we should put a plasma 3 on for fighting enemy ships. Because this is all well and good, but I would like this as well. Is this going to have insufficient PD? Probably, right? Probably. But this brings 30 damage to the field. Yeah, I think we should put more phases on it. Or maybe, I mean, maybe 1 long range laser battery, but no, I don't think so. Yeah, bring a bunch of PD so that we're really immune to everything that isn't PD, basically. Or a coil gun Mark III. And 750 range, though. These things are designed to stay away. And then, yeah, it's just about a lot of front armor. Which does bring the cost up, of course. But yeah, like 100 or maybe... We were at 60 before. 50% increase in front armor. And just some... I mean, we can put a fair amount of back armor on. We should see if that makes a difference. We put 30 back armor on. We probably have to crank the engine count to get some decent cruise acceleration. Maybe weaken the side a bit. That seems like an okay design to me. 100 cruise acceleration is less than I would like. We need a bit more thrust. So this is a Siege Lancer. So we have our candidates. We have the Siege Monitor, the Siege Destroyer, and the Siege Lancer. The advantage of the Siege Lancer is it can hit much earlier. Oh, and also, actually, isn't this... yeah, 1,000 range. Also 1,000 range. But what's this one? What's the fire rate difference? Once every 50 seconds, once every 40 seconds. I'm not spending 3 times, sorry, 4 times, almost 4 times as much, 3 times as much exotics just to make it fire 20% faster. That seems absurd. I kind of like this. I think this seems good. Laser weapons, small damage, longer ranges. I don't think we need that. I think this is what I like. So why this? I mean, it takes 182 days to build, where the others are much faster. So that's obviously a notable difference. Oh, sorry, 100 millig's was already our existing cruise acceleration. So the advantage to these is they build way faster, and the monitor class is just way cheaper in terms of exotics as well, and everything else. How much armor do I end up putting on this thing? Yeah, so this is like the... Oh yeah, and I need to check. We want high damage to armor, as it turns out. Okay, so we're back to Athena's. In fact, that means that the Ares do nothing better than the Athena's, because the Athena's have more Delta B as well. I mean, these... I like the idea that these are really cheap. Of course. What's the danger with these? We go to 1,000 range. We basically crawl to 1,000 range. We launch off our whole volley. The danger of these is that they're only useful for sieging. Basically. You can't have... you have this node. You can't have a 3-slot nose on. So these... I think this makes sense. These are our anti-ship main things. These are our siege main things, because they're focused on like the one big gun at the front to power through the armor. And then these are our cheap siege option. And what I'm thinking of doing is... Oh, we've got a bunch of mundane plasma dreads in construction as well, but maybe I now build a bunch of these siege monitors. Because... yeah, the battleships, by the way, are now redundant. Because if we wanted to... These not only are siege battleship weapons, but these are also good against motherships. So these are obsolete. I didn't look into the avatar, I guess. The avatar can have both the big thing and this on the back. What's the relative cost on an avatar? It's not crazy compared to the Lancer, actually. And you should not be using point defense arc laser turrets. You should be point defense phase turrets. And then I guess I would also put some of these and some more repair bays on you, just to seriously increase your odds of surviving. And then you need more armor as well. 7 side might be a bit much, though. So yeah, slightly slower combat acceleration. So what about this? This is the Titan. Am I missing anything? I'm using the nanowire battery, but yeah. And the level 3 plasma cannon, level 3 plasma battery. But it's so big, it feels like it deserves it, right? I mean, it would be better without it, honestly. It doesn't fire significantly faster enough to justify it. And yeah, same story here, just firing a bit faster. So much cheaper. Let's take a look at that. We can delete the old Titan. So this compared to the Lancer costs more, 200 more metals, 200 more of this, 200 more of that. Not really relevant. Same exotics. It's like 40% more expensive on noble metals. I mean, that's a lot of noble metals. Especially when this siege destroyer. Yeah, but I just don't like the coil guns. Let's eliminate that. I'm not going to do coil guns. So the thing is, can this put out enough firepower? And remember, these are just for anti-ship. So these are just to kind of keep it versatile. To justify being so much more expensive. And the answer is definitely no. It's slower. Its combat power is way higher, interestingly. But lower than the mundane plasma. I don't know why I would build this rather than one of these and one of these for a tiny bit more. And out of that tiny bit more investment, I get effectively this gun and this gun added. Because the Avatar, remember, has the heavy plasma and the heavy plasma battery. The mundane has the heavy plasma battery. And the Lancer has the heavy plasma cannon. So what I get out of this is the other two guns that this has, so the plasma cannon 2 and the plasma battery 2, and I get a bunch of extra point defense out of it. This that should though have 2 extra of these, I think. And I'm going to increase the armor. They only had 30 on the mundanes? Oh, okay, that's... Did I have 30 on the other one? Save that. What does that do to the cost? I mean, it does... Okay, that makes the cost more comparable. But, how much armor did these guys have? Was it only 30? Oh, it was 30. Okay, maybe 60 is enough armor. Actually. Maybe on these mundanes we go... Maybe 70. 76. 20. Maybe. Let's just check and transfer, make sure that's not crazy. I think I now know the numbers well enough to know that should be fine. But if you were going out to the high Jupiter orbit, for example, yeah, 8 weeks, 4 weeks, yeah, still fine. This seems good. Sorry, don't save this as Titan. This is mundane, isn't it? Yeah, mundane. Mundane block 2. Yeah, there we go. Block 2, block 3. Whatever it is. Mundane class dreadnought. I don't need to put dreadnought in it, but yeah, it's the mundane class dreadnought. I didn't reduce the cost. I like anything? 90 armor. 70 armor? Why is the cost the same? Hang on. Because the fuel tanks are just that expensive? Why is the cost the same, man? Is the cost of this armor just inconsequential? Armor, this one. 0.01 per ton. We've got 4,000 tons of it. Yeah, I mean, I guess that's not actually that much, is it? That's 45 noble metals. Why? Are these ships otherwise identical? They are, right? Why is it so much... Oh, okay, I took armor off here, but I put it on here. Yeah, that's what it was. Okay. Yeah. I think this is what we want. I think we want mundanes and plasmas. Sorry, and lancers. And we should reduce the amount of armor I put on the lancers. If we were at 30 before, 70 should be okay. Maybe I'll put it on the side. We're going for 90 millig's combat acceleration as the kind of balance. So, yeah, 90. This is now 91. Okay, can I knock that down just enough with a touch more here? Or a touch more on the back, maybe? These are the ones that are more likely to be shot in the back. Yeah, there we go. Nice matching delta V usage. Okay. And we can get rid of the old ones. Yeah, so it costs 1,000 exotics, sorry, noble metals to build one of these. I mean, that is a lot. Don't get me wrong. What is that? It's 50 days? Is that right? 10 days gets us 200. Yeah, 50 days. Cheap exotics, though. Now the question is, are we sure? You sure we don't want to build a bunch of monitors? Because this would work. We build 30 of these. We rock up with our 100 front armor. The problem is this wouldn't work if we ever came across a fleet, basically. So I think we stick to the plan. Let's build these. Okay, so what do we do now? I think the answer is, because I want to build those, right? That much is established. So what do we do in the meantime? And I think the answer is we do what we can with range strike as it exists, aware that it will take damage. But range strike, remember, does have a bunch of missile people in it. What's the actual remaining count of those? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, 6 missile boats was enough to obliterate their PD. So basically, we use range strike, knowing that it will take some hits. Or, wait a minute, can I upgrade these dreadnoughts to have more armor? So the plasma dreads that we currently have are this one. This must be a valid refit, yeah. So what if we took their front armor up to 70? And added on a couple more repair bays? That's not crazy. That's not crazy at all. And remember, we want kind of 90 millig's cruise acceleration just so that we all travel at the same speed. Okay, so this is the, I don't know what, the toughen class. And then if I were to upgrade from that to this, it should cost not much. That's worth doing. And then for the battleships, we have a smattering of different things. I can delete this. Good. We have a smattering of different things. I should probably get rid of some of the Earth Defense Force stuff, man. But it's just, it makes me feel safe having the numbers. It's these ones that we're still using. So what if I threw a bunch more armor on these as well? And then, yeah, keep it about there. Is that right? Is that sensible? It probably is. We should probably take off... Well, I can't afford to take off a magazine. I'm tempted to take off a Hydron trap so I can put another magazine on. But... And this is also... This is a tough class battleship. Yeah, I think this is sensible. If we just significantly toughen them up before we send them out again, that will leave us in a good place to continue using our existing forces without them kind of being wasted. So that's the plan. We bring in range strike. And by the way, I hope, I said it was disheartening that that battle didn't go well. I hope it doesn't come across that I'm not enjoying it though. That process was really fun. We established a it's the things I really like about Aurora. We established a combat doctrine. It worked, but it had problems. We iterate, we refit, we overhaul, we build a new doctrine. It's fun. It's really good fun. So we bring in range strike. We retool them to give them substantially more front armor, which, as it turns out, we can afford just easily. We should have done that all along. And then we send them back out, and they do what they can to keep the aliens fighting. Because if we just wait while we build the new fleet, it's going to take ages. Aliens will keep snowballing. We keep fighting with these guys as long as we can. Happy in the knowledge that even if they fall, EDF exists and is a good fallback position. We don't waste them. We don't throw them away. But we keep playing with them. Excellent. Sounds like a plan. A plan we will execute. Wow. It's bright just there. A plan we will execute in the next episode. Thanks for watching. I'll see you then. Bye-bye.